Hey everyone, I'm Joey. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a professional sturdy balloon column that can be used for an indoor or outdoor event. There's a slightly cheaper way of making balloon columns that doesn't require an internal frame, but it takes more time to build and even longer to master. And even then, they won't last outdoors. So if you're absolutely on a super strict budget, I've linked that in the description below, but I do not recommend that. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the absolute best way to make a balloon column, hands down. What it all comes down to is this internal frame. It's a super lightweight telescoping rod that can be transported very easily. The rod is secured to a base using a washer and a bolt that fits perfectly into the base, and it's weighted with a durable, refillable water bag. I've attached a link to this incredible balloon column frame in the description for your convenience, so hit the like button to show your support of my channel and your appreciation of the engineers behind this incredible design. Before we get started, let me tell you super quickly why this specific balloon column frame makes such a big difference when building balloon columns, and why this is an absolute game changer for balloon decorators. So number one, without an internal frame, your balloon column is not sturdy or perfectly vertical. I've built balloon columns before without an internal frame for indoor events, and you can tell if you look closely, they're a little lopsided and not perfectly vertical. So we know the best balloon columns are made with an internal frame. Here's what professional wholesale balloon suppliers charge for a heavy metal base with a non-telescoping metal pole. $101 for only one of them, before tax. So for two columns after tax, you're looking at close to $250 for just the frames, no balloons. For only $25 for two column frames, this option blows the competition out of the water. These are high quality and high affordability. Number three, transport. With the professional frame I just showed you, you have a 7-foot metal pole that doesn't telescope to a smaller size and a 2-foot by 2-foot heavy metal base. There's absolutely no way I could easily get on a plane with those materials. The transportation and storage of something that bulky is preposterous. With these innovative telescoping frames and deflatable water bags, I've packed 4 balloon column frames, 2 medium arch frames, and my electric balloon inflator inside a standard backpack and flown across the country to build balloon decor. Transporting these are extremely simple. Number 4, the frame itself connects securely. There are plenty of cheap PVC column frames with 5 different pieces and different connection points, but they don't attach securely to each other. You kind of just fit the pieces in, and even when you stick the PVC into the base, it's not secured by anything, so there's a chance that that will slip out and your column will topple over. Not to mention there are just a lot more pieces in general to transport as opposed to one singular telescoping rod. This balloon column frame is better than any other way of making balloon columns that I've come across, and I've been in the balloon business for over 13 years. Now I'm off my soapbox. Thank you, engineers, for developing this revolutionary piece of equipment for balloon decorating. In addition to these super cheap, high quality balloon column frames, you're only going to need a few other supplies. For each column, you're going to need 40 12-inch balloons and a topper. If you're going to use 4 colors, you only need 10 of each color, and the topper can either be a foil balloon like a number or a large 36-inch latex balloon that you can get from Amazon for pretty cheap. With your balloons, your column frame, and your topper, you should be able to make 2 columns under $30. If you don't already have a dual nozzle electric balloon inflator, I highly recommend getting one, even if this is the only balloon decorating you ever do in your entire life. It allows you to inflate 2 balloons at once, which saves your breath and your time. Those are all the supplies you need. Don't forget to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to our channel for some more balloon tutorials, personal finance, and business tips. Let's get started. The first thing I do is fill up my water bases. I've used water sources at event locations that include automatic sinks, water bottle fillers, water fountains, a spigot in a janitor's closet, a hose outside. All of these are super annoying. If you have a sink or a bathtub at your house, that would be kind of weird if you didn't. I highly recommend filling the water bases before you go to your event. Next, put together your column frame. Attach the rod to the base using the bolt and the washer. The bolt fits perfectly into the bottom of the base, and the washer goes on the opposite side between the rod and the top of the base. Put your water base over the rod before adding your topper attachment and extending the telescoping rod. Next, it's time to inflate your balloons. My color scheme is 2 red balloons separated by a white and black balloon. So I'm going to inflate the red balloons at the same time and attach them to each other, and then the white and black balloons at the same time and attach them to each other. Then I'm going to attach both of those pairs together to make a quad by twisting 1 balloon of each pair around each other about 3 times. Once my quad is ready to add to the frame, I'm going to flatten the quad, Put the red balloons on one side, slide the quad onto the frame between a red balloon and a different color, then twist those two balloons, swapping their positions and securing my quad to the frame. The two reds should now be on opposite sides of the column. For the second quad, do the same thing, but make sure your white and black balloons are lining up in an upward spiral. For the third quad, same thing. Make sure all the colors are lining up and continuing your upward spiral in the same direction. I'm going to build this column 10 quads high, which will be a little over 8 feet tall after adding the topper. This was one of the events where I shoved all my supplies in a carry-on backpack and flew across the country. So to save space, I did not bring along the topper attachments for the columns. So I'll show you a pretty easy way to attach your topper to the balloon column in case you don't have that attachment piece. First, inflate your 36-inch balloon to about 24 inches in diameter. Your balloon column is made of 12-inch balloons, so it's 24 inches wide. I want the topper to be about the same width as the column, maybe a slightly bigger. Instead of attaching my 10th quad to the top of the balloon column, I'm going to tie the nozzle of my 36-inch balloon to a nozzle of one of the 12-inch balloons that's making up that 10th quad. This is a great way to have a sturdy topper because the elasticity of the balloons pulls the topper into the column so that it's not drooping over the side. You can also accomplish this by using the topper attachment by lowering the telescoping frame, pulling the topper into the balloon column. Once you've finished with your first balloon column, hit that dang like button and subscribe to my channel for some more balloon tutorials, business tips, and personal finance. After that, get back to work on your second balloon column. I started my balloon business as a 19-year-old just trying to figure out life. I've made a ton of mistakes in life and in business that I'll share with you on my channel to hopefully save you some time, money, and heartache. I'd love to keep seeing you around the channel and hope you're enjoying the content. Feel free to reach out in the comments below if you have questions about anything. Good luck with your balloon column build. I believe in you. Your columns are going to look great. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.